In a year of unprecedented challenges, the African Development Bank proved its flexibility by quickly shifting its investment priorities to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic and its economic fallout. The 2020 Annual Development Effectiveness Review tells the story of the bank's response to COVID-19 and the results of its projects that were completed in 2020. The bank's COVID-19 response facility mobilized $10 billion in emergency finance to help African countries protect their populations and their economies. Some results of this COVID-related financing are especially worth highlighting. For example, in South Sudan, 3,900 workers were equipped with personal protection equipment. In Niger, food assistance benefited 2 million people. Across Africa, bank projects completed in 2020 brought clean water and sanitation to more than 8 million people. In Sumbe, Angola, lack of access to clean water had led to chronic diseases. The African Development Bank helped fund a $34 million water treatment and distribution facility.
Que a água que consumíamos era uma água bruta, que vinha do rio diretamente para se consumir. É água que trazia muita dor de barriga, até diarreias, muita febre tifoide. Já agora, consumimos uma água melhor.
Bank financing for the Integrate Africa High Five priority totaled more than $250 million in 2020. One of these was financing for access roads for a bridge between the two Congos, the Republic of Congo and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Completed projects in 2020 resulted in access to better transport services for more than 9 million people. With the pandemic disrupting cross-border trade, the bank will be helping African countries get back on track with implementation of the new African Continental Free Trade Agreement. One local road project in Ghana has regional implications.
There's an alternative road that will take you from Togo all the way through Tema and then to La Côte d'Ivoire. So it becomes an ECOWAS corridor. And this is one major goal of this project.
The pandemic has disrupted food systems across Africa, threatening the food security of millions of people. The African Development Bank therefore designed a Feed Africa response to COVID-19 that included $367 million to ensure food and nutrition security. In Burkina Faso, the bank financed a $36 million project to train farmers to raise their productivity. Across Africa, the bank helped to protect food markets, build up national food reserves, and protect the most vulnerable. The Light Up and Power Africa High Five priority had $669 million in approvals in 2020. As part of its COVID-19 response, the bank helped defer or reduce electric payments by vulnerable households in Côte d'Ivoire, Gabon, and Mozambique. This barber in Kenya benefited from the bank's $135 million investment in Kenya's Last Mile Connectivity project, designed for hard-to-reach, poor, and rural communities.
Because of the Last Mile Connectivity project, they brought us electricity, and I was able to start the business. I can pay for my children's school fees. I can even keep money for future use. Even for health programs, I am set.
The Industrialize Africa High Five priority had more than $280 million in approvals in 2020. One result completed last year 7,700 micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises gained access to financial services. In one $14 million project in Côte d'Ivoire, business managers were trained to increase their company's productivity and international competitiveness.
On a eu toute une panoplie de formations, des formations sur du management avancé et sur les planifications opérationnelles pour la production, des formations en finance et surtout nous ouvrir les yeux sur les standards internationaux de travail sur lesquels on devait axer nos entreprises.
Through its innovative adjustments of high-five funding priorities, the African Development Bank was able to provide fast, flexible, and effective responses to lessen the severe health, economic, and social impacts of COVID-19. The bank reaffirmed its capacity to rise to the challenge to support the people of Africa as they create a more prosperous and equitable future.